So I will let him in. Hi, Mr. Magawa. Thank you so much for coming again. You guys, Mr. Magawa was there last show, and oh my God, he's a physicist. And today, I'm sure he's going to share with us very interesting, topics. But first, maybe if you can just briefly introduce yourself. I know you did from last time, but yes, if you can just introduce yourself, Mr. Magawa. Okay, he paused. Maybe. Okay, so let's wait for him a little bit. So, guys, please leave a comment, ask questions. It's very interesting. Again, this is a STEM hangout where we are, scientists, engineers are actually sharing their STEM story, how it started, and what else they are doing. This is very encouraging for young girls trying to pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So yes, so please, if you have questions, comment, please feel free to go ahead and do that. And if you're coming here for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, and so that you can hear more stuff coming up. We have so many things for you. So let's try again to see if Kenneth can come in. Hi, Mr. Magawa again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's just unfortunate. I'm having intermittent network here. The signal doesn't seem to be perfect. So you will
Yes,
forgive
you can.
me. I'll be breaking because of the signal.
Okay, so you can go ahead, please, if you can introduce yourself.
Okay. Kennedy Magawa from Kitwe, Copperbelt, Zambia. Um, I'm in Ganaton. I'm sure Mr. Movanga and the team there, they know Ganaton well. Yeah. So I think that's the brief introduction because I did introduce myself last time.
Yes, 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 yes. So I have very good question because you are a physicist. I'm so intrigued. Sometimes, mostly, we are all engineers, right? I have my specialty. You also have your specialty, but sometimes we get so mesmerized by other people's specialty. So you're a physicist, and I just wanted to know if you can tell us a little bit about a nuclear power plant and why Africa or maybe some countries may not necessarily be able to do it. Why do you think that? So, guys, I'm asking him this question because he's very passionate about this topic. So, maybe if we can hear a little bit from you.
Okay. Yeah, the signal is still betraying me. I didn't get the question.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, I was just asking. I said, I know you're very passionate about nuclear power plant, things like that. So I wanted to know would Africa be able to tap their hands in this field and use this energy?
Yes, we can. Now, maybe the only challenge is that we may need the only challenge we may need security because we'll be dealing with uranium. Uranium is a radioactive material which emits radiation.
Yes,
Part of it is what Mr. Mwanga uses. Part of it is what Mr. Mwanga uses in radiography there. Uh,
yes,
so so this requires a lot of security because if we don't have security, it might go into the hands of terrorists and use it to harm others. So a nuclear
yes,
power plant for electricity, to produce electricity, it is possible. Now, eventually, if that technology goes to it advances further, we may be tempted to produce nuclear weapons. I'm sure that's where superpowers, they are very sensitive. They're very much
yeah. They'll
sensitive
be
with
like,
that.
not too
So
so,
much
not
depends.
so fast.
I can
Yeah,
get
go
you.
ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, so I was saying, so we can. it's possible to have a nuclear power plant. Now, with the, it's being discouraged at the moment because we want to preserve our earth.
Yes.
We really want to preserve our earth. A nuclear power plant means we emit radiation, and that becomes harmful to the environment.
Yes.
It becomes harmful to the environment. So this also with renewable energy from fossil fuels and renewable, which is harmless to the environment, and also which is also harmless to a human being.
Correct.
So no wonder we are much focusing on that, and no wonder even diverted from doing nuclear physics. I decided to go to solar energy engineering because I'm also of the passion of preserving the planet Earth.
Yes, yes. And now that you've come to solar energy, can you also explain in simple terms what is solar energy? If we have viewers who are not conversant with it, what is solar energy and how possible is it to have solar energy?
Okay, solar energy is the energy which comes from the sun. In other words, we convert light energy into electric energy. So light
Yes,
comes from the sun. I'm sure you've seen solar panels. I'm not
yes,
here. I cannot really discuss much the physics of semiconductors, which is in the solar panels. That is a graduate level program, but I will just put it in simple terms.
and also
Yeah.
to explain a
So
little bit, is it easy to make solar panels? Because it looks like it's very easy, but you will answer that question later. But go ahead. Sorry for jumping in.
yeah, so what I'm just trying to do is to briefly summarize what we want, the energy which we get from the sun.
Yes,
The whole energy, yeah. So the energy we get from the sun is is the one which is converted to electricity. So what am I talking about? Just as I mentioned earlier on, is that the sun will give us light.
correct.
Now that light is the one which is directed on our solar panels. I'm sure everyone has seen the solar panel. So
Yeah.
within the solar panels there, yeah, so that's why there is now the deep physics there. So that's why I'm moving. I wanted just to jump through there, but so within inside the solar panel, that's where the actual physics takes place there now. So now we have the light activating electrons there in the panel. Those electrons, they are charged. As they charge, they cross through the PN junction. So the PN junction, those are doing electronics. There is electronics there in the solar panel which is taking place. So in that
Yes.
process, then there is current which is generated. So when current
Yes.
is generated, so that current which is generated is the one now which we use now as electricity. Yeah.
Wow. I hope my viewers are
So that,
enjoying this. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
trying to limit myself. I'm trying to limit myself not going into detail of
Not
the
to blow
of
people's
the
mind.
physics. Yes, I'm trying to limit myself not to go into detail of the physics, the physics of semiconductors, which is inside the solar panel. But if
Correct.
there was if the audience says I have to go in detail, I can go in detail. But yeah, I'm sure last time you did say that no, don't go in detail, but I should just be on the surface.
Yes. There will be time when we can go in details to prepare our audience that, you know what, let's prepare our mind so we can go in details. No, we really do. We really do. Thank you so much. Yes, go ahead.
So I wanted to answer that question. There is a question: can our local universities such as CBU and the University of Zambia provide renewable energy? So that's the question. Me, I'm a former student of Mkoa University. So Mkoa University, I did Bachelor of Science, stroke education. So Bachelor of Science stroke education in physics and mathematics. So at the fourth, third and fourth year, that's why I got interested in solar energy engineering. So I've been doing that research with Delft University of Technology from Holland. So I was funded to do that on distance learning. So I've been researching on that with Delft University of Technology from Holland. Uh, so from Bachelor of Science in Physics, so I thought let me do a research in solar energy. So I was privileged being funded by Delft University of Technology from Holland. And that is where I completed my micromaster in solar energy engineering. So what is there is the physics of renewable. What is in the solar panel is the physics of renewable energy, the physics of semiconductors, and that is maybe the cheapest way, the summary I can just give.
Wow, wow. And then there's one more question from Perry. He's saying,
Yeah.
how is Zambia doing on solar energy?
Okay, so at the moment I was with I was with one of the colleague is lecturing in one of the trade schools. It should be either Notec or this one. So they have been taught to introduce renewable energy. So I was helping him to design the. I was helping to design the course outline and how we can be able to prepare the material with them. Not only that, we are coming up a little bit. We are coming up now, because like at the moment myself, I'm drafting newsletters. One I'll send it to the Taveta who are in charge in these trade schools. So I'm drafting newsletters. These newsletters is like a small manuscript about how those who are doing electrical installation for solar panels, they can be able to preserve the energy, not it to go to waste. So I've finished one newsletter. I'm likely to send it to one to Mkoa University, the other one to Taveta, the other one to EIZ Engineering Institution of Zambia. I'm doing it at. I'm not charging. I'm just doing it for the sake of the country. I want just to contribute something to my country. So I've prepared. I've finished one newsletter. So I continue to do this not until I feel like I've contributed something to our trade schools as well as to our universities.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for that question. So, um, we really do appreciate, and we know, I think this information and just the STEM, information, it's so vital, and we will still need to hear more of what you're doing. I think my viewers will still want to hear more. So come again, you guys. Mr. Magaba is here to stay. So make sure you can come and hear more
Yeah.
from him.
So,
So you go ahead, Mr. Magaba.
yeah, no problem. Yeah. So what the other thing is I'm about to finish designing my website. So my website will contain almost all the data in renewable energy physics as well as the electrical installation. So I'm
Oh my
sure your viewers will have access to the website so
You
that they'll
will
have
come and
at
you
least
will
they
come
can
and
have
share
access to.
it. You will come and share it here, Mr.
Yes,
Magaba.
so I'm just remaining with some few steps in completing my website. So that is where I want also to direct anyone who would be interested to be reading my newsletters. To me, if someone reads something from what I've researched and discovered, and is able to make good decision from there, then I get satisfied with that. Even if,
Yes.
to me, that's the benefit I'm interested in. So
Wow.
very soon, before maybe the end of this month, I would have finished designing my website, and then you will have access to it, and then they will have access to it.
Wow. You hear that for yourselves, guys. So get ready to, to read more and just to see how it's going to be going. So get ready and you'll be able to see that. So thank you so much, Mr. Magawa. I really do appreciate. Hope to see you again. And now we are going to bring in Francine Mulenga and also Christian. If you can get ready, we'll have you soon.